Guys, welcome to episode 3 of Sunday Burgers. All right, guys, look, man, before we get started on this show here today, and trust me, man, this is one you're not going to want to miss. I'm going to send this one out to my little biggest fan, Maddie, in Leesburg, Virginia. I hope you like White Castle sliders, and hopefully this is something you can make with your dad. And I gotta say, man, I've picked a heck of a show to dedicate to you, because growing up, White Castles, man, was a weekly stop for me and my friends. So stay tuned, because this show goes out to you. All right, guys, so look, man, I've broken this down into a couple steps. First step is obviously we're going to make the meat. Then it's got to go in the house for about an hour to sit and freeze up a little bit. As that's happening, we will work on our onions. At that point, we'll bring the meat out, get the onions on the Pit Boss Ultimate Griddle, followed by the meat, the buns, and oh yeah, it is White Castle slider time. All right, man, and look, nothing's going to start on this show until Molly gets a treat. She knows where the treats are, and she will sit there until she gets one. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right, look, I got a pound of 80/20. I got 2 things of parchment paper. Basically, what you're going to do there is just kind of push it down on the sandwich in between the paper, and you want to roll it out flat, and you're looking for about a 1/4 inch thick patty. You definitely want to use the parchment papers. You'll get limited to no stick. Nice and flat all the way across, and that looks pretty good to me. Guys, I picked this up at Esty. I think I paid $12-13. You don't need it, but it definitely helps. And look, if you got kids and you're going to make these more than you think, maybe you just want to pick one up, and you'll be making some White Castle sliders 1, 2, 3. So look, little live and learn how to get the sliders separated. A fork, that is a big X. Maybe a fork and a pizza cutter will do the trick. Oh no. Of course, using your good old hand is the best way to pull these apart. Just be very gentle, and they'll rip right apart. Now, look, a couple of the other channels just froze these out whole. I like to pull them apart, put them on a sheet, as you can see, and get them in the freezer, and that way I am good to go. Oh yeah. Oh. You just want to make sure you got a clean break with the hole. Get yourself something sharp. I'm using a little shish kebab holder, and just kind of circle it. It'll rip right apart, and you'll be good to go. All right, guys, man, that was not bad. This little tool here I picked up on Esty or whatever it's called. I think I paid about $12 for it or something. A little shipping thrown in. I mean, is it necessary? It's probably not necessary. But I think it went pretty easy with this, man. If this is something you're going to make maybe for the kids or something, or you're going to do, more than once, and I can tell you I may do that more than once, because I'm definitely digging the way this came out, and I just have a feeling that this is going to be White Castle right to the T, man. I really feel that that's the way this is going to come together. But anyway, I'm going to get this in the house. I'm going to put this in the fridge or Actually, I think I'm going to put it in the freezer for about 1 hour. I'll get working on those onions, and then we'll bring you back for it all, and we'll get these suckers cooked up. Stay tuned. So look, I've never worked with these types of onions. I know you do put them in water, and I overestimated what I'm going to use. I used 2 cups. You could probably get away with a half cup. You'll see that a little bit more in the show. But basically, you're just looking to hydrate them out. A little bit of water, mix them in, let them sit, and you'll be good to go. All right, guys, man, I am telling you right now, I have a feeling this is going to be money. I mean, the The little patties are perfect, man. I mean, you leave them on the paper, you put them in the freezer. Now, a lot of shows, they kind of did it all whole, and they put it on the pan whole, and then they broke them apart and so forth. I like to do it before you freeze them, you know, before you put them in the freezer, and that way they're just ready to go, man. So look, what I'm going to do here, and I got my, as you can see, I'm a little jacked up. I got my, this is the way I get them at White Castle: piece of cheese, one pickle, and of course some ketchup is going to go on them. I think this is going to go pretty fast. What we're going to do is we're going to get the bed of onions down. You can see I got my onions right here. These are ready to go. We're going to get a bed of onions down. We're going to put the patties on. Now look, you don't flip White Castle burgers, right? The holes, basically how this is going to work is the little holes are going to act to let steam through. That's why you always get that steamy kind of soft bread, and they'll cook right through. Probably take about 4 or 5 minutes a patty, you know, 4 or 5 minutes a patty for the whole thing. I'm going to have the pit on low, man. I'm going to look to keep it at about 350 or so. I don't want it to go too fast because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. We got to get the rolls on, blah, blah, blah. You'll see all that. Let's move the cameras in, get the onions down, and make us up some White Castle. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, look, first thing you want to do is you want to get your bed of onions down. Now, look, if I had to do this all over again, I would have probably got a teaspoon, a nice teaspoon, put a dab down, put the burger on top of the onions, and do that 12 times. 12 teaspoons of onions, 12 burgers down, keep them together, and you will be perfect. From there, what you want to do is get your bottom bun on the burger patty. So look, now what you want to do is just kind of build that steam, right? Get a little bit of water, squirt a little bit of water down, close the hood or cap it, however you're going to cap it, and start getting that steam work and start getting those patties cooked. Oh, yeah. Oh. Guys, at that point, you're going to get your top buns on, and you want to start building that steam, so get a little bit more water down. Trust me when I tell you, it is that steam where the magic is going to happen. All right, guys, about 4 or 5 minutes later, we will start flipping these upside down. Do the best you can do. And you want to hit it to what you want to hit it with. I am going with some cheese, a pickle, and some ketchup. And trust me when I tell you, the White Castle slider in the barbecue shack at the Gallery Backyard Barbecue is born. Oh, yeah. Oh. That's perfect. Wow. All right, guys, one question, man. Anybody want some White Castle sliders? I mean, look, the only mistake I made, so I went 2 cups. I got 12 sliders here. I went 2 cups of onions. Probably should have went with a half a cup of onions. As you saw, I was way over on the onions. Hey, no big deal. Let me do the figuring so you guys can go through it smooth sailing. So cut that down to maybe a half a cup or a cup. I mean, these things ain't expensive, so it really didn't matter too much. But I can tell you, man, they smell like White Castles, that's for sure. You know, look, man, you got that nice steamed up bun. You know, you put that water around it with the bed of onions. It doesn't really, doesn't affect it. It just gives you that steam effect. Again, I like them with just a pickle and ketchup. And you could see we got a little cheese melt. About that's what you're going to get on White Castle. Let's go in, quick taste test. Of course, I got Molly right there. She's getting sick of waiting. And quite frankly, after about 30 snaps, so am I. So let's go in. White Castle, man. Guys, this ain't no joke, okay? If I made these and stuck them in that little brown little sleeve that White Castle has, picked up maybe 6 of them, stuck 6 of these, gave you 12, you would not tell the difference. These are White Castle 100% nailed. I mean, from the dill pickle to the cheese to the ketchup to the bun, the onions, it's perfect, man. You know, I didn't over put the onions on the roll. I just put them on the grill too much, so it's got the perfect amount of onion. This is probably going to be the best copycat that I do, as far as you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I mean, this is a White Castle burger for sure, man. End of story. Guys, not only is this a White Castle burger, man, but this freaking thing is good. All right, man, that is it for this one. I'll have everything down under show notes in the description so you could follow along and make these yourself. This is a great copycat that you could do at home, man, for sure. So look, man, Sunday Burgers is off to a roaring start, no doubt about it, man. I'm going to roll my Patreon and YouTube join members. If you'd like a little bit more access to me and support the show a little bit more, it is greatly appreciated. Information of that is down below. Otherwise, man, just keep on watching. Hit that thumbs up. If you've never commented on a video before, leave me a hello down in the comments section. I read them all. I answer them all. And all of it, man, helps the show out. And it is greatly, greatly appreciated. White Castle sliders for all. And until next time, we will see you soon.